Hi, this is David, the same person who voices the Microsoft narrator along with Zira. Today we are going to be talking about Fire Alarm Animate's return as it was mentioned 10 days ago. I thought I would give you an update. Well, unfortunately, he will not be reversing his decision on staying off Vyond, and the reason for this is because he is kinda being forced to. Nearly a month ago, the Vyond team posted this article on their site, stating that all voices under Oddcast, or rather most of them, will be removed and replaced with new voices. Not only did this foil Fire's plan, it also shut down his idea on starting a new series to come back which would feature Peanuts characters from the 50s, specifically Lucy being a troublemaker since she is mostly a brat and a control freak in the 50s movies besides the newest one. After he found out all the voices he had picked were removed and the new voices did not feel the same, not to mention ruining his characters he has had around since 2019, it made him instead just close the tab and forget about it. As yesterday, he set up another account to start anew. Going back to the voice removal, when Fire saw this article and the videos on YouTube of people upset because most of their characters got ruined, he also noticed that people tried to start a petition to make Vyond refrain from removing Oddcast, and well, that petition was ignored as always because every time someone tells a company that their new update is going to cause nothing but problems, they push it off to the side most of the time to shut the people up. Now looking at the new Vyond voice update, it seems that very few of the voices stayed on the site, however some of the voices that were used on Fire's videos, have been removed. Now to fix this issue, Fire came up with a backup plan to make it so he uses Oddcast to get the voices back, saving them as an MP3 and importing it onto the character. However, since Fire does not pay for Oddcast since he hardly uses it besides making EAS scenarios, he felt it was going to be too much work since saving Oddcast voices without a paid subscription requires Inspect Element on Chrome to be used, and sometimes, it does not detect the site properly and wastes time.
I am going to quickly interrupt this video. For those who do not know me, my name is Tom from Oddcast. I also have a similar version of me on Scansoft on Balaboka, mainly used for EAS voices. I am also the voice of Zach's dad on the Zach Troublemaking series that came to a pause in 2021. Along with that voice for that character, Stephen is also used mainly for raging. And well, since 2008 or something like that, it is such a shame to see my voice and so many others that have been on there forever, excluding Jennifer, Eric, and Ivy, etc., to go bye-bye from that site.
Now like other people, Fire would just use the new voices instead and transport his characters to the new voices and call it a day, but there is one problem. Taking a look at the new voices, it seems that Vyond has picked up the same idea narrator voice did in the past, where when they added all the Microsoft text-to-speech voices and other stuff, they made it so that if you see a crown emoji next to it, you cannot use it unless you are a premium user. Here is Kobe M's video on this.
But unfortunately, those new voices have the crown emoji, which means they are only available in the premium version of the app, and we don't feel like paying for apps, especially because of money uncertainties leading up to the moving and retirement process.
As you can see, when narrator's voice added these new voices and languages and stuff, they added a restriction to where if you try to use a voice with a crown emoji next to it, you cannot use it unless you pay for the app. Fire has hardly used narrator's voice, so he will not be paying for it. Back to Vyond, after narrator's voice did this update and after Vyond removed most of the Oddcast voices from the site, they also added a similar restriction to the new voices. Like narrator's voice, if you see a blue crown next to the voice you want to use, it means it is restricted to the paid versions of Vyond, which I guess is okay since most people pay for Vyond since the free trial has a disgusting watermark, but for people who do not have the money for Vyond or cannot pay for it without breaking their bank, these voices are unavailable. Now what does this mean for Fire Alarm Animate? Well, to answer your question, he really does not know. Fire has had multiple thoughts on transferring this channel to a channel using Blender, or a channel that plays games or stuff. However, for the moment, we are unsure what the future is of the channel, but hopefully when we think of something, we will hopefully be able to come back with something you guys enjoy. Anyway, that is all for the video. Goodbye for now.